Hi, welcome back to Micronational Geographic, and I know we haven't really done anything in about 3, 4 months. I'm not sure really. It's actually been almost a year now. That's insane. So, we're going to be rebooting the series. This is episode 1. Starting off episode 1, we're going to be focusing on the Bayou sector or Louisiana-based micronations, and we're going to start that off with the Kingdom of Pontunia. The Kingdom of Pontunia, also known as officially the Kingdom of Pontchartrain Maripol, is an independent micronation. It used to be a part of the Austronesian Crown Dependency. It used to be called New Pontunia. So, the name of Pontunia is derived from a nickname for the kingdom itself, with it starting in January 2020 when the current king, Andrew Perdomo, was inspired after learning about Molossia and Sealand, two micronations that we will be focusing on later in the series. He signed a Declaration of Independence to, and I quote, preserve the culture and beauty of southern Louisiana, which, personally, as a Louisiana-based, biased teenager, I find admirable. He would become the Duke of Pontchartrain Maripol. However, it was still a part of, well, at this point it was still independent. However, Jesus Christ, sorry for the voice crack, but it had been founded with vague territorial claims, which wasn't very defined, and on the 2nd of September, the territorial extent was finally defined with the domain. However, a communist insurrection would break out against the government, but was squashed on the 7th of December. They would later begin to search for allies and enter the sphere of influence from the Empire of Austranasia. Then, Austronesian Emperor Jonathan I and Andrew would talk, where by the 23rd of October, Pontunia was part of the Austronesian Empire as part of a crown dependency, fully annexed and officially annexed on the 27th. However, the people of Pontunia grew to want independence, something more. So eventually, they would become an independent micronation. However, there is still a part of Pontunia, which is part of Austranasia, called New Pontunia, I believe. Please correct me if I'm wrong, though, and anyone has information, please put it down in the comments below. However, this was on the 13th of February. Something interesting would happen, though, because in the coming months, another micronation would be growing itself and establishing, well, with its leader, establishing a sphere of influence upon multiple micronations. This is a micronation that the second episode will be on, and the micronation in particular would hold to be great allies with Pontunia, and this micronation is of course my own Elarian. However, what many may not know is that while we were becoming great allies, there was also a shared goal of uniting the Bayou sector, which is all Louisiana-based micronations, which Season 1 will focus on. So, later down the line, specifically March of 2022, after being great allies, and Pontunia even giving support in future episodes such as the Elarian conflict, Ela'r'oech would seek to have Pontunia as a realm. This, even though heavily persisted, would still grow to be undesirable. However, Ela'r'oech would become an empire, no longer wanting Pontunia, letting it be independent. However, this would spawn a monarchy dispute in the empire, which we will focus on later. However, going back to the episode's focus of Pontunia, now let's discuss the government itself. It's often called a hybrid regime, with more conservative beliefs and conservative or right-wing politics being more favorable and popular in the kingdom, with left-wing politics highly discouraged. However, it is and Pontunia is a unicameral legislature with the Royal Assembly with 12 seats. In addition to the government, there is also a police force, which was formed on the 19th of January 2020. Mostly this is focusing on cyber crimes, illegal activities in the official government Discord server. However, I believe that there is a real life aspect to both the police and the military. And now going into foreign policy. Mostly all micronations are somewhat recognized by Pontunia, but for official recognition, those micronations and nations include Australasia, Laguna, the entire United Nations, however, with exceptions to Laos, Venezuela, the People's Republic of China, Cuba, and the Democratic People's Republic of Korea, also known as North Korea. The Vatican City, Republic of China being Taiwan, Malaysia, Sealand, the, apologies if I butcher this, Sahrawi Arab Democratic Republic, Republic of South Ossetia, Florenia, Zaborga, and of course the Empire of Ela'r'oech. Those are all nations which are recognized. The entire desert district is condemned for being against Pontunian ideals, antagonistic behavior towards the people, politics, and foreign policy. New Virginia is considered an evil empire by the official government of Pontunia, with the king declaring it a threat to morality and the biggest hurdle the micronational community has to overcome. But besides that, Pontunia as a whole seems to be thriving at the time of recording. The people seem very happy with not just the government, but each other. And in recent news, again, this is as of recording, the Elarian monarchy dispute. The second one has finally ended, with myself, Charles, receiving the position of Baron of Livingston again. I was disinherited from the throne, which Andrew said he unfortunately can't take back, but it's alright. In addition, to this, there's potential rebellions which are being plotted. However, this is all alleged, and the king has been looking into it. Until next time, thank you so much for watching the first episode of Micronational Geographic.